Let's meet the visiting team, the Los Angeles Lakers. At center, Jackson Hayes. At power forward, Rui Hachimura. At shooting guard, Austin Reeves. At the other guard position, Luka Doncic. At the other forward position, LeBron James. Let's beat the Sharks for your Dallas Mavericks. Starting at point guard, standing 6'5", number 26. Spencer Dinwiddie. And small forward at 6'6", number 25, P.J. Washington. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'5", number 31. Klay Thompson. Starting at center, 6 feet 10 inches, number 21, Daniel Gafford. Starting at the other forward position, 6 feet 10 inches, number 3,
from 2K Sports. Welcome to our Wednesday night coverage of the NBA with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. A moment here to see the numbers for Anthony Davis.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
And the Lakers starting 5. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes, and it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, Washington out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Thompson, then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Gafford in at the 5. After this final game of the regular season, for some, a chance of postseason glory. For others, maybe like you, Grant, working on their golf game.
Exactly, and I know you're always working on your swing too, B.A. But personally, I can't wait for the postseason. Nothing like the excitement of playoff basketball.
Now here's Reeves. And there's the call on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Thompson against Reeves. James can't get it to go. Washington outside. Pass to Thompson. Lets the 3 fly. Hachimura with a rebound. It's James on the wing. Defended by Thompson. Hayes misses. And so Thompson will bring it up for Dallas. To the paint. And the dunk by Gafford.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Now Los Angeles with it. James passes to Doncic. James a screen on Dinwiddie. And here's Doncic outside. Hits the trifecta.
You cannot give Luka any space out beyond the arc because he'll make you pay every time.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Davis's skill set is a nightmare for defenders. That's why they have a tough time guarding him without fouling.
That free throw, good from Davis. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
Reeves. That one off the back iron and out.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Outside for Davis. From 13. Good. He hits the jumper.
Well, I tell you what, Davis is at his best around the basket, but the mid-range shot is a big part of his game, too.
Doncic passes to James. And here's Doncic outside. Davis with a rebound. For Dallas, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J.
Oh, man, he is so shrewd in screen and rolls. Dinwiddie is good at sizing up and analyzing the situation and then making the right decision at the right time.
Now here's Hachimura, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Oh, LeBron hammers it home.
Man, I like seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Thompson outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Dinwiddie's got 5 now.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Dinwiddie against Doncic. There's the triple. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka's going to cook you.
Dinwiddie finds Gafford. Here's Dinwiddie. On the wing, Davis. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. While we have a moment, let's have a look at the small forwards who have proven to be the most efficient scorers so far this season. LeBron James, number 1.
And we've seen how efficient he's been scoring the ball, not just gunning for threes, but also working it inside.
And that inside-outside game, I like to call it reversible clothing. It makes him the most accurate shooter among NBA small forwards.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 6. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Throws it up high and finished off by Davis.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
Lakers trail by 4. James outside. Back to Doncic. Over Dinwiddie. Another miss by Doncic. For Dallas, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Thompson passes to Dinwiddie. Davis with a screen on Reeves. 6 to shoot. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Dinwiddie's got 7 points in the game.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Back to Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Dinwiddie. From deep, here's Doncic. The Lakers with another miss.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Dinwiddie doesn't go that time.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Hayes with a screen. James passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Assisted by
Watching LeBron in the pick and roll is artistry in motion. Timing, precision, everything's right on the mark.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Christie's checked in. And the Lakers also making a change. Finney Smith's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. From deep. Rebound by the Lakers.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
You know, when you think about how the Mavs play defense, so much depends on how they defend the point of attack. They've got great rim protection and rotations, but if they aren't stopping penetration, it's tough.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
And that misses. That would have put him up.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Reeves against Thompson. The three. Knocks down the triple.
Extremely dangerous from that range. That's Thompson's comfort zone right there.
Lakers trail by 5. And here's Doncic. 23 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
Here's Christie. Inside. Here's Gafford. And good on the 7-footer. And now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Reeves. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City.
Also forced a bunch of trips to the line. You can control a game like that.
Doncic against Dinwiddie. Back to Thompson. Here's the three. Doncic pulls down the board. Lakers trail by 7. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
From outside the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Doncic has got 9.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Christie. Here's Davis. Fires the three. LeBron with the rebound.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Doncic up top for 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
A fearless dunk by Thompson, showing the defense they can't force him to back off.
And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 3-point game. And here's Doncic outside. Again, Doncic missing. Dallas has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Christie passes to Dinwiddie. Davis with it. Pass to Christie. 3 on the clock. 3-pointer. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Gafford. Give him 8 points now.
Love the readiness of AD. He's already prepared himself to shoot before receiving the ball.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Reeves with a screen on Dinwiddie. Let's go with a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Christie. Check by James. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. Marshall, he's checked in for Thompson. And Williams is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Reeves with the ball. No points so far. Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Dallas leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. We'll be back in a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys? Lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Gabe Vincent out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Connect. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Vanderbilt in at the power forward position.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Williams in the post. He's covered by Vincent. Lakers trail by 6. Down low. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And it's good for 2.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
On the wing, Reeves. Six on the shot clock. Back to Vincent. The 3 is up. The Mavericks pull it in. The Lakers beat them last time when these 2 met in Los Angeles.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Now here's Lively. No made baskets yet. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up.
Rim running, shot blocking, rebounding, Lively, elite in all 3 categories.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, his performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
The free throw drops for Lively. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side, and it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Hachimura's checked in for Vanderbilt. Lakers trail by 8. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Finney-Smith, a screen. Here's Hachimura. Got a piece of it.
Nice D by Lively there. He can block shots both at the rim and out away from the basket.
Christie passes to Lively.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quicker so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Williams on the wing. He's covered by Vincent. Williams misses.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Outside Reeves. clock at 6. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Reeves will take that all day long. He'll put himself in harm's way if it means he's going to get to the line.
First trip to the line for him here. And that one falls for Reeves.
Reeves went from undrafted to being a starting caliber player in this league. You do not see that often.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Outside, Williams. Finney Smith pulls it in.
I like that creativity, double clutching and catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
And that one's good. Connect.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
The Mavericks lead by 4. Now Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Washington outside. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Reeves. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And now it's just a 2-point Maverick lead.
I love watching Reeves do his thing from the mid-range area. He's got a smooth package.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. And it's Davis in for Washington. LeBron, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Williams misses.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
James outside. Finney Smith a screen. Jacks up a 3. Oh, LeBron buries a 3.
All systems are on go when LeBron has the ball behind the arc.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great...
Anthony Davis going up top.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Here's James. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Now here's Williams. Outside Davis. Over Hachimura. That one's wide left. Here are the Lakers now. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. James passes to Vincent. Hachimura against Davis. On the wing, Hachimura. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 4 on the clock. Here's Vincent. Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Williams into the lane. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's James. James with the focus.
He's on a roll in this quarter. The defense better be careful.
And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Outside Davis. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. James outside. Hachimura outside. The shot's good on the assist by James. And now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
And they seem to have a hard time picking good shots in the first quarter, but it's all coming together now for them here.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
Here's Davis. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Los Angeles.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break. One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Has to connect. Now Doncic. This one for 3. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's his 3rd foul so far.
4th team foul.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Dorian Finney-Smith. Good move.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
Washington passes to Dinwiddie. Now here's Davis, guarded by Vanderbilt. Davis down low, looking on Vanderbilt, and that one's good. Davis.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's James. Oh, great focus from James.
Fighting through contact, not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
Outside Davis. The putback controls the rebound and the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
There's 1:40 left in the second quarter. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Washington. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Gafford. Now here's Thompson. And here's Gafford. Outside Davis. From downtown. Finney-Smith pulls it in. The Lakers trail. Nifty move. Nice work inside from James.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Dallas has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Washington outside. Back to Dinwiddie. Oh, great D that time from Doncic. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
After scoring with ease in the first quarter, he's really cooled down a bunch here.
And Dinwiddie, here we go. And the shot goes. Dinwiddie's got 9.
Spencer Dinwiddie making these difficult drives look easy, but his size helps him and his concentration is excellent.
Doncic delivers from range. One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Lakers on top. They lead by 1. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Greetings all, halftime is upon us and an entertaining game with the Dallas Mavericks battling away.
You know, I love what they're doing, being patient on offense, getting high percentage looks, keep feeding the beast.
Yeah, some of it's approach, but a lot of it is they have great interior scorers.
And changing it up, my favorite segment, social media posts. Okay, fellas, Sporty Kayla says, if you guys weren't basketball stars, what would you have done for a living? Good one.
Probably save more lives. I am a doctor.
Honorary Shaq, that's not the same.
That's Dr. O'Neal to you. Don't be disrespectful. I went to class.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
We've got Washington. Daniel Gafford is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Klay Thompson. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. Up top, Davis. Hachimura covering. Davis misses. The Lakers in the lead. Here's Doncic. Count the basket and the foul.
Defensive foul.
Klay Thompson picks one up.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
One shot.
That's good from Doncic.
You know, one of the things I like about watching Doncic is the pace he plays at. You're not going to speed him up. He plays at his pace, the pace he dictates.
Back to Thompson. Gafford with a screen on Reeves. Outside for Davis. And it's all from three-point range. The Lakers lead by 4. Pass to Doncic. And he lobs it up. Stolen by Gafford. Thompson right side. Davis can't hit.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Out to James. Doncic outside. Hayes with a screen. 5 on the clock. And it's Doncic missing.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
The ball's knocked loose. To the middle. Here's James. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Assisted.
James has got 17.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And here's Thompson for 3. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Not too many players have ever had the feel for the three-point shot like Klay. He was born to shoot the deep ball.
Hayes, the pass to Hachimura. Outside Reeves. Beyond the arc. That one's good from Hachimura on the assist by James. James has got assist number 5 here tonight. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Get loud, fans. On the court, your hot ball. Here comes the TJ. Who wants one? I can't hear you.
Now a chance to look at the small forwards who have been on fire all year. LeBron James, number 1.
And call him whatever position you like. But the fact is, he can score from anywhere, anytime, against anyone.
Well, there's no question. He is the priority for any defense they're up against. He's impossible to shut down entirely, so you just want to slow him down from his spot on the wing.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Washington a screen for 3, Dinwiddie. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 7 rebounds in the game. It doesn't go for him. Davis with the defensive effort. Here's Thompson. Give him 8 points now. The offensive rebound. Washington outside. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
That was silky smooth there by Washington. Only takes him a few seconds to lock and load.
Well, Clark, the first 9 years of his career, he played mostly power forward. But over the last 3, Anthony Davis playing a lot of center.
And I think his game has become more focused on staying in the paint, which is where he's dominant. He's added tons of strength over the years. He's using that to his advantage. He's always been one of the special players in the league, in my opinion. And he's still one of the top 15 guys in the league for sure.
Hachimura outside. James outside. Lets it go. Cash money on the open jump shot. James has got 19 points.
How many times have we seen LeBron do this? Take over a game. Put up big scoring numbers. A bunch.
Washington passes to Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Lakers. And here's Doncic. He's got 18. Hachimura outside. Misses the 3. Mavericks trail by 3. Washington outside. Gafford up top. Davis against Hachimura. Clock at 6. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul.
And in the category of free throw shooting, they're in the top half of the league. I wouldn't call it a strength, but they're not giving away too many points at the line.
And that field goal percentage stat tells you something about this team's offense. They aren't one to rush things or take ugly shots. They wait for those great looks to open up. Doncic passes to Hayes. Doncic outside. Pass to James. Gafford with the block. Dinwiddie against Hayes. And he dumps it down.
And, you know, sometimes you forget about Dinwiddie's versatility. I mean, when he's feeling good, he's capable of scoring from any place.
Outside Reeves. From behind the arc. Dinwiddie with a rebound. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Mavs. Thompson outside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The Lakers have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. Hayes finds James. Hachimura from long range. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Davis. Washington outside. Back to Thompson. Launches a 3. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So for Dallas, Christie comes in for Anthony Davis. And Williams is subbed in for Dinwiddie. And the Lakers also making a switch. Finney-Smith checked in for Hachimura. Doncic with it. 18 points for him. Outside Reeves. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got his 5th rebound in this one.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Gafford with the ball. Finney-Smith's there. Here's Thompson. Drops one in from the wing. Thompson's got 10.
Hey, from a technical, mechanical standpoint, Klay Thompson has one of the purest jump shots you'll ever see.
Pass to James. Doncic outside from the arc. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got rebound number 8 now. Outside, Williams. Gafford passes to Christie. Outside, Williams. For the lead. Finney-Smith pulls it in. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by James. James has got his 7th assist here tonight. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Christie. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Christie. Back to Thompson. Launches it. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Reeves against Thompson. The shot by Reeves, no good. Dallas shooting around 44%. Not bad. Here's Thompson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. To the paint. Back to Reeves. Floats one up. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Christie. Back to Williams. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul. Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Washington. And the Lakers also making a switch. Vanderbilt's checked in. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Pass to Lively for the lead. Rebounded by LeBron. James has got 9 rebounds now. Outside Vanderbilt. Back to Doncic. The 3 is up. Hits the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 21 points in the game.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside. Outside,
Williams. Ooh, rejected by Doncic.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
Left side Reeves. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. Oh, James sinking the floater.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Now Thompson. He's got 13. 4-3. Ooh, Thompson, the long-range triple.
Here in the third, he's really started to heat up from the perimeter.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's Los Angeles. They lead by 3. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Connect is out there with Gabe Vincent. And it's Finney-Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The shot by James, no good. Mavericks trail by 3. Christie passes to Williams. And here's Martin. To tie it up. Offensive board. Fires for 3. Williams misses. And for the Lakers, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. James, outside. Offline with a 3.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Pass to Marshall. Martin outside. Takes the 3. Here's Christie. Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. And it's a tie ball game.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Now here's Vincent. And there's James from the arc. Here's Hachimura over Williams. And the basket by Hachimura.
Oh, I tell you what, Rui Hachimura's teammates love seeing extra effort and hustle like that.
Pass to Marshall. Hachimura against Martin. Lively with a screen on Hachimura. Down low. And a slam dunk by Lively.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him, but they need him involved if they're going to pull this out.
Here's Vincent. On the wing, Hachimura. Goes up and lays it in, nice and easy. Hachimura's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice job by Hachimura. He is so good below the foul line.
Outside, Williams. On the take. The Lakers with a rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Christie passes to Williams. Hachimura against Martin. Lively with a screen on Hachimura. Here's Martin. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Martin's gotten his first basket of the night.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's James. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Now over 2 decades playing in the league, LeBron James continues to play at an amazing level. Remarkable.
Davis, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Christie. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. Milton comes in for Vincent.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. They lead by 1, and that one drops.
LeBron James.
James has got 24.
I think LeBron is best shooting the ball off the dribble. His accuracy, spot on.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Williams. Back to Lively. Yep, count it.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
And here's Milton. And here's Hayes. James outside. And again for 3.
And he's hit thousands of threes in the league. Oh, my.
Inching closer to 5th place on the career triples list. Pass to Hardy. Here's Marshall. He drops it from range. Marshall's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. James finds Hayes. Here's Milton. Hachimura with a screen on Williams. Now here's Milton. Hachimura with a screen on Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Milton no good. The Mavericks trailing. Here's the break. Marshall passes to Hardy. James against Williams to take the lead. Hachimura with a rebound.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
And here's Connect outside. The shot, no good.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Marshall passes to Hardy. Back to Marshall. Here's Hardy. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Davis has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Right at the rim. That's where Lively loves to get his opportunity.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Big group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Marshall. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Hardy. And it's Dinwiddie in for Williams. Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. Doncic comes in for Milton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. James. And it's James with the jam.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
Washington finds Thompson. Outside Davis. Gritty finish in close by Davis.
Creating separation using the bounce. That's a skill that AD's developed over the years.
Doncic outside. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. The Mavericks leading. Thompson scanning the floor. Over Hayes. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 9 rebounds now. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. To the inside. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
LeBron delivering in the key moments. Huge basket from the King.
The Mavericks have gone 7 for 15 in the fourth. For 3, Dinwiddie drains the triple. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Wanting to take on more of a leadership role, Dinwiddie delivering in critical moments. Big time.
Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic. James inside. Washington's there. And it's James with the jam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Davis. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
Poised under pressure to produce at the right time in the big time. AD.
Here's Doncic. There's the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 23 points.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Here's Davis. He can't get it to go. Hachimura with the defensive effort. Doncic on the wing. Hayes, the pass to Reeves. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 3-point Laker lead.
Austin Reeves showing no fear down the stretch.
Pass to Davis. Oh, the power! Anthony Davis.
AD staring him down and letting him know this ain't over yet.
Here's Doncic. Oh, he nails it!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Here's Davis. Count it!
No question about it. The touch with Anthony Davis.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Doncic missing.
Mr. Bunny, those are the shots you've got to convert.
Yes!
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. How do you think this is going to play out?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And we've got a timeout call by J.J. Redick. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
.29 seconds left in the final quarter. Doncic. And the rebound goes to Dallas. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
2 shots.
And so both free throws good. And it's a three-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a three-point attempt.
With the floater. And he buries it. And that one brings them within one.
Any doubt who's taking that shot? That's Luka's basketball all the way because he's much in the clutch.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Here's Hachimura. Davis with a rebound. And now they foul and stop the clock.
LeBron James. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And it's so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
Allie, thank you as always. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Davis.